Hi everyone, good morning. I hope you're all well. So I was at the boxing press conference yesterday for the Kingpin show this weekend. So I got a chance to attend the press conference. The fighters were there, the influencer sort of crowd. What are their names? Anise and Gibson was there, King Kenny, my mate Nate, who else was there? Then you had some of the female fighters as well. That woman called Barbie Doll or whatever her nickname is. I was actually sat behind her at the press conference. Who else was there? The two, what did El Brook and her sister were there, and a few of these people. There was one guy who's got 60 million Instagram followers. I don't know his name, the one from Brazil. So I never got a chance to speak to him. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed getting the chance to be around a different kind of audience in terms of boxing, because usually I'm from the background where I'm all around these traditional boxers, these matchroom fighters, and Sky Sports boxer and so on. But anyway, back to the point. Oh yeah, I managed to get a couple of interviews. I interviewed Wade, I interviewed FaZe Sensei, and I've started building the links. I've started getting a lot of contact details for people. And for me, my belief, before I address the title of this video, I'm confident it's only a matter of time before I manage to get into this field, before I manage to get into this influencer. Like, I really want to box on their shows. So, I've been speaking to people, and that's the goal. So that's definitely the priority. So regarding the title of this video, to be honest, I've pretty much decided. I mean, it's been coming for a long time, but yeah, I'm pretty much sort of. I mean, I don't even know if it's worth announcing, but it's just for the sake of letting people know. I don't really want to interview boxers anymore. I've been bored of it for a long time. The only reason I started interviewing boxers again is because I've been trying to get onto trying to get into the influencer scene. So I thought I need to try and build my channel a bit. But now that I've got connections, people like Anison Gibbs trainer, his trainer's Leon Wills, and now that I've got connections to a lot of these people, a lot of their teams and so on, you know, and hopefully I'm waiting for, once America gets rid of the whole COVID vaccination requirement, I'm planning to jump on a plane, go to America. So I'm pretty much done with interviewing fighters. I don't want to do it anymore. I've had enough of it. It's just, for me on a personal level, it's boring. All I want to do, I just want to get onto these shows, fight some of these people that are, I believe that I'm at that level. It's obviously going to be easier than fighting professional boxers. So I just want to fight a few of these people. This, I'm not, I'm not saying I'm necessarily going to fight Deji or Anison Gibb, but people of that level, I believe I can beat that sort of level. Or listen, we'll find out. I mean, a fight's a fight. It's not impossible to beat me, but at the very least, I believe I belong at that level. So that's my focus. That's my ambition. I'm still serious about wanting to become a chef. That's something I'm working towards. But yeah, just look, the main issue in terms of interviewing boxers, it's not that I don't know where fighters are. Like, I know where a lot of these gyms are. I mean, I've got a lot of people's contact details. But when you're talking about media events outside of London, like today, you got the Matchroom, you got the weigh-in for Matchroom. Yeah, I could have gone there today, but it's the financial cost. I'm not making any money from these boxing events yet. I mean, per video, you might get £1 or £2 for a video, but I don't do as many views as IFL and so on. And I respect Kugan Cassius. I've known him a long time, but with these guys, because they get so many views, their channels are able to generate a lot of money. Whereas my channel, it doesn't make it financially feasible for me to keep going outside of London to all these different media events. So That's the main reason I don't want to do it anymore. It's the financial, and to be honest, I just can't be bothered anymore. Let other people do the interviews. I just want to have fights. I think it's only a matter of time before I get to box on these shows. A lot of these people, I'm starting to make the connections now. I've never met KSI, but I've met members of his team, so I'm trying to get. But anyway, I've said enough. I don't want to keep going around in circles. My foot's in the door, and now I'm getting a chance to talk to these people. Like I spoke to Neeson Gibb yesterday. I didn't get a chance to do the interview, but I'm building the links with these people, and I find that the influencers. The funny thing is, even though these guys have got big numbers, like they just come across as friendly people. So it went well. I'm glad. I enjoyed it. I met Peter McDonough yesterday. I mean, he's an old friend of mine. Peter McDonough, professional boxer. The last time I met him, you're going back to 2013. Last time I physically met that man. And it's good to catch up with people. So I've said enough, and I don't expect anyone to care about this video, but I just thought I'd keep you updated. I'm done interviewing boxers. I get nothing out of it. It's boring. It's time consuming. You got to chase them around. You got to go to their hotels. You got to go to their gyms. And as I said, it's just not financially feasible. It's just not financially. I'd be losing too much money, So, is there anything else I've missed? But it's not that I can't get to their gyms. But if you're talking about. Okay, I'll give you an example. I spoke to Steffi Ball on the phone recently. Like I know where his gym is. I've got his number, but to go all the way up to his gym. What fighters does he have? He's only got Terry Harper and a couple of others. Who's the other? Is it Max Hughes or? But even if I go there, it's not financially. I'm not going to get a lot of money out of those videos. So what's the point of interviewing these sort of people? I don't mean in a rude or arrogant sense, but I'm just telling you the reality of life. Like, what other examples? If you look at Joe Gallagher's put his gym address on Twitter. So it's called Champs Gym. If it's still the same gym, I've been there. I was at his gym about 10 years ago. So if it's still the same gym, it's quite close to Bolton train station. But if you don't, just go on his Twitter, Joe Gallagher's Twitter, and when you find, I think it's got a separate Twitter account for Champs Gym. The address is on Twitter. So if I wanted to, I could go down his gym today, tomorrow, Monday morning. But again, financially, who's at the gym? You got Tasha Jonas, and he's not training Liam Smith anymore. Yeah, but even if Tasha Jonas spars me, it's just not gonna. To go all the way up there, it's gonna cost me. If in terms of the time I take off work plus the travel, you look at I'd be losing over £100. I'd be down 100. And obviously, as I say, you're missing out on a day at work. And then when I go up there, you get hungry, you buy some food, so that's another £10-12 on top. But anyway, I think I've said enough. It's just boring to keep chasing people around, it's just time consuming. And, I can find out where fighters are. I can find out when I meet fighters at media events, I always ask them, what hotel are you staying in? Is it okay to come back and interview you at the hotel? And yeah, they generally don't mind, but it's just, I've had enough of it now. I've done my best, so let other people do it. I've done my best, so I've made loads of mistakes along the way, and if I was to do it again, I would have definitely done a lot more videos, and I wouldn't have taken such long breaks. But what's done is done. So I appreciate everyone for watching this video, and as I say, I don't expect anyone to care, or but I just thought I'd put this information out there. Just to keep you aware. So if you're looking and this is the main point, actually, I think it is a good thing I did this video. If you're looking for a boxing interview channel, I don't really want to do it anymore. So, if you want to subscribe to other channels that offer that, feel free. But even the Ryan Garcia Gervonta Davis fight this weekend, I think it's an amazing fight. I'm going to watch it, but don't even know. I don't really care to do videos on it. When I go to America, I've met Oscar De La Hoya before. I've got contact details for his team, not for him, but for me, if I can meet these people and get in the gym and try and get a sparring session or something like that. But in terms of interviews or talking about their fights, well, I mean, I've never met Ryan Garcia, so why should I do videos on people I've never met? I mean, it just doesn't. That's all I'm saying. I'm pretty much done with it. I just want to, and for a long time now, I don't like the way boxing's been going. I think Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Davis is a massive fight. Great that it's happening. So that fight's great, but you should be having the same in every single division. Not, so... But listen, I've said enough. I hope I haven't bored anyone with this video. And I don't know, I mean, is there anything I'm missing out? I'm trying to think. Covered all the main points. And, good luck to anyone that does want to interview fighters. You've got the IFLs, the Fight Hype, Behind the Gloves. So, I suggest you subscribe to them. Kugan Cassius has been doing it for pretty much 10 years. He's had much more experience at interviewing people than I have. So, I'm sure he does a good job. And I know people are going to say he doesn't ask hard questions. Well, I mean, that's up to him, really. It's his channel. For me, as I say, I'm not... The thing about asking hard questions, I don't mind doing it, but it's just difficult. It's time-consuming getting access to people. Like a lot of these people, like Barry Hearn, I haven't even met him in 10 years. And my channel's a small channel, so it's difficult to... I think that I've achieved a lot for such a small channel. Getting people to come on is an impressive achievement, but... Yeah, anyway, I've said enough, so I think I've summed it up. Thanks for watching, and from now on, this channel, I'm just going to try and focus it on me. I'm just going to try and focus it around my training, my fighting, and I want to get on the Kingpin shows. I want to box on Misfits and some of these different shows, so that's something I'm working on. And yeah, I've been talking to people, and there's people that are going to help me, so let's see if they stay true to their words. They should do. But yeah, I've said enough anyway. I just need to, in the gym right now, just need to focus on my own career. Focus on training and, someone messaged me, someone texted my phone today about sparring, so I've said yes, I'll spar him tomorrow morning, so I look forward to that. But yeah, I've said enough. Thanks for watching, everyone. Appreciate your time, appreciate all the people that have watched my videos over the years. I tried my best. Well, I mean, did I try I could have done better, of course I could have, and I made a lot of mistakes along the way, but I tried. I hope you enjoyed it, and if not, that's fair enough. But, in that case, I just think you've got to find people that have got bigger channels, because it's difficult. When you've got a channel as small as mine, it's very difficult getting access to people. Very difficult. The fact they even let me into their media events is shocking. It's to this day I still can't believe that I was getting the level of access I was. It was difficult, but obviously because I've got people that I've known at Matchroom and so on, and it was difficult, but I was able to talk to people and call people up and say, look, let me just come in, even just give me 10-20 minutes, and I was able to find the way in. But it's difficult to compete against channels like IFL and Boxing King Media because these guys have got so many subscribers, so people are going to be more inclined to do interviews with them. And obviously if they do interviews on these other channels, those interviews are going to get much more views than my channel will get. So it's the whole thing was very difficult for me, and difficult in the sense just very time consuming. And then the biggest factor is the money though. Going to places like Sheffield and Manchester and taking time off work, the amount of money you lose. But I've said enough, honestly, so I've enjoyed it. It's been alright while it lasted, but from now on I'm just focused on Misfits, Kingpin. That's where my focus is. I've said enough. Thanks for watching, everyone. All the best. Take care.